the saliva glands, and their bearer. Need a spot that'll let me observe the cauldron.
一家哦。可是我看那个娱乐的是3天前最后一个，我也不知道是谁啊，算了。反正等到时机到，他就会出来打招呼。
I'm not gonna hurt you. Wanna help? I've seen the words of the curse on the walls. Think I know how to lift it. You tried to bring folk here, convince them to sit at the table with you, right? Well, I'm gonna be your guest now. Your willing guest. Just need a bit for Regis. And now we'll tend to you. Need to get this right. Words of the curse were, none shall sit and dine with you at your table. No spoon you have shall say to you, never again shall you wish to spy your reflection in the mirror.
你的汤匙不能使你满足。
Been searching for the right spoon for years, right? The curses can be tricky. Key to this one just might be that you can't eat with your own spoon. That's why we've swapped.
他真的要吃吗？
This isn't right. I missed something? Listen, gonna stand up real slow. Gotta search the house again. Sit tight, I'll be right back. Calm down.
难道我真的要杀了他？
Damn it, didn't work. Ate that vile stuff for nothing. Got the brew for Regis at least. Can't do anything for the white though. Seems I'll cut it down white in its own junk heap.忘记我可以重组了。 Damn it, didn't work.
看谜语，有什么谜语？
That file stuff.
谜语不就是他刚才讲的那一段吗？无法用汤匙吃饭，无法在镜子里看到自己。然后最后一个是没有人会跟你共进，没有人会跟你一起吃饭，没有人会与你一起用餐。难道我错了吗？
Cauldron's empty, unfortunately. We just need some brew. Afraid you won't get that. No choice but to hide and wait for the saliva glands and their bearer. Need a spot that'll let me observe the cauldron. Need to get this right. Words of the curse were, none shall sit and dine with you at your table. No spoon you have shall say to you, never again shall you wish to spy your reflection in the mirror. Need to get this right. Words of the curse were, none shall sit and dine with you at your table. No spoon you have shall say to you, never again shall you wish to spy your reflection in the mirror.
那就不用汤匙了。
We can't use spoons. No, that won't work. You've been looking for a spoon that would feed you, but there's no such spoon. We need to eat without spoons. Open your eyes. You need to see your likeness. Think it worked. Just not quite like I expected. Need to see what happened to the white. Won't be hard to find given its stench.
这也没什么好动脑的，只是我想错了而已。没差啦。解读一下，买蜂蜜。不要打我的头，不要打我的头。 从一开始1100到后面2000没打。恢复了吗
Shh, easy. Not gonna hurt you.
电脑恢复了。
Eat. I must eat.
变人类了。死掉了。
I'll take you someplace safe.
去了。 算了。哎，回家了。
So I took her by the hand and led her here. Seemed the only sensible place for her.
You did the right thing, sir. She should recover quickly here. Don't worry, sir. I shall see to everything. She is safe here and in good hands. She'll soon be back on her feet.
Might actually take a while. She hadn't eaten anything in over 100 years when I found her.
Horrid. Whatever brought this about?
哎呦，抱歉。
It's all over. That's what matters.
Naturally.
Asked about our guest earlier.
When one gazes at that...
Her name's Marlena. One evening, when she was holding a banquet for friends, a beggar came to her gate seeking alms. He had a bowl and a spoon with him. He sat outside her fence and waited.
I've heard of the custom. An ancient rite of hospitality that obliges one to give food and drink to such a guest lest he
Marlena didn't care a whit for the old customs. She drove the man off, saying she'd rather feed the leftovers from her feast to her dogs than to give the beggar anything. The beggar then broke his spoon, cast a curse. She was beautiful, so he said she'd never wish to look at herself in the mirror again. Since she adored feasts, he swore no one would ever wish to sit and dine with her. And as she even refused him the crumbs from her table, he swore she'd never find a spoon in the world that would sate her hunger.
A harsh punishment. I imagine lifting the curse was hardly simple.
Curses are tricky. They play on irony. Marlena had spent decades looking for a way to lift it. Transformed into a wight, she stole spoons and...
So what did?
Someone had to sit down and share a meal with her, of their own free will. They had to eat without using...
That's it? That was all it required?
Simplest solutions are sometimes the last that come to mind. Besides, when you're a wight, it's pretty damn hard to find willing human company for a feast.
I imagine so. But, most important...
Thanks. Gotta get back.
跟那个马林讲一下话好了。
Tasty. So wonderful. Thank you.
睡个觉。绕了几圈啊！操！ Whisky， 喂，啦，100年没吃东西，看，100年没吃东西，可能不是只有饿的感觉而已，可能会想死吧。 而且你又死不了，不对啊！他在妖鬼的时候，他会有意识的吗？他是没有那么复杂的思考的吧？只是他变回人类的时候，他会有各种的意识跑到他的脑袋里面。对啊，我想说这边我们就可以开，上次就开门走进来。 对，不是开门走进来，我上次就可以开门走出去。哎呀，什么？打算。
Think your friend's hand will make for a nice broth?
You've clearly honed your sense of humor. But we are not cannibals, Geralt. I took a fragment of tissue from the hand. It will suffice to prepare some resonance.
What did you do with the rest?
I cremated it, as our codex commands. A raven told me you'd acquired the necessary ingredient.
Pretty helpful creatures.
I try not to overdo it. but they can be so useful.
Managed fine alone, but thanks for the thought. Gonna need much longer to finish brewing resonance? Mentioned a last ingredient, too. What about that?
That, I fear, might prove troublesome. You see, to use the concoction to summon the memories of one, the solution must contain the blood of another specimen of the same species.
Shouldn't be a problem. I happen to know a higher vampire who should be willing to help. Right, Regis?
It's not that simple, I'm afraid. While you were away, I tried my damnedest to identify a replacement, but, alas, none such exists.
Not sure I understand what the problem is. Can't we just draw some of your blood?
The blood must be in an agitated state. As I'm certain you know, higher vampires can change their corporeal shell. As our flesh changes, so does our blood's chemical composition. To make a long story short, I shall need to induce in myself a state of strong psychokinetic arousal. In brief, madness, rabidity. And that stands to be very, very dangerous.
Dangerous? Why? I mean, you'll still be you, right?
True, but I should be highly agitated, in a state of fury. You know better. If you've ever seen an enraged vampire, you know very well.
How will we handle that? I'd rather not have you lunge at me, claws extended.
That makes two of us. But worry not.
先把他绑起来就好了。
All right.
We shall visit Teshamudna, an ancient vampire estate. There we will find cages suspended in the air. I will enter one, be confined. You will lure beasts there. Beasts you will then kill. The bloodletting should prove profuse. Abundant enough so that the blood scent will drive me
不用引怪
mad.
物吧，直接洒血就好了。
Teshamudna. What's it like?
It is a place of torment, a torture chamber. Long ago, shortly after we'd arrived in this world, one among us named Kagmar developed such a taste and lust for human blood that in one night he could imbibe an entire village. This brought trouble on the entire species. Common folk wearied quickly of living in constant fear. They began to hunt us, seek the aid of mages and witches in tracking us down.
So what? Not like they could ever hope to kill you.
But they were bothersome. Forgive the comparison, but when did you last enjoy mosquitoes buzzing around your head? In any case, the other vampires decided something had to be done. Kagmar had to be caught and punished. A torture chamber was thus outfitted in the dungeons of Teshamudna. Inside it, a cage made entirely of a special alloy of silver, dalvinite, and meteorite steel. Kagmar was captured and locked in the cage. Sat there over 2 centuries, driven to fury time after time, never able to escape. Thus I know the cage will withstand the fury to which we shall drive my humble being.
See no reason to dawdle. Teshamudna. Take me there.
我好喜欢这个词的发音哦。
Just one last thing.
Teshamudna. What the?
What was that?
Blood. Oh, the last favor the Raven did me. I've also taken some Sancurium, a solution that sharpens one's sense of smell. One drop of blood shall smell like a gallon to me now.
You crazy? You're a recovering addict.
Your outrage warms my heart, Geralt. But you must remain calm. I have no choice.
别扑倒我！
As things stand, the die is cast. High time we set off for Teshamudna. My head's spinning already, and you're starting to smell quite tasty.
好
And
香
you're！starting to scare me.
怎么这么香？ Teshamudna， 诶，这边是不是那个商会的那个叫什么啊？就是被强盗占领的地方。
We have arrived. The sacrificial chamber of torture and torment lies underground.
Teshamudna，
Sure you know.
I can only hope I do. Please, let's go.
You lead.
你有打错字啊，得加夫啊，什么得加夫 ？Blood。
Scurvers must be getting close to their feeding ground.
Correct. I told you there'd be danger.
坚实魔。
Beyond this wall lies...
An ancient vampire dungeon. Seen a lot of things in my time. Nothing quite like this, though.
I feel honored. A man with such a wealth of experience, yet I'm about to show him something new. Now, to open it.
How the hell?
It's an ancient form of protection against unwanted guests. The mechanism which releases the latch reacts only to a higher vampire's blood.
Tricky mechanisms. A vampire hideout. Fortified, secured. Must have been important to your species once. Toussaint.
It shall always be so. During the conjunction, the gate from our world into this one opened upon this land and no other. This was the first place we saw.
Oh.
Human husbandry and care. This for real?
The author observed humans, their behavior, over the many years he spent breeding them. Morally suspect though it may be, it's a thorough survey
要
of the
得
topic.
山姆拿冠军哦。
This place. There's evil here. Death hangs in the air.
Yes,
哎，
great many.
过中了，what the fuck？ 哦，好屌哦，还有这种套装哦！哇，中甲靠腰难怪那么重，操！好
Breed
屌
their
哦！
lust here.
天下木呐，我又忘记买东西啦，睡啦。给我，也许我可以捡得到。对，对，我忘记了。靠背，只是根香菇，啊，蘑菇啦，不想捡，捡了会完蛋，里面好危险。诶，不是蘑菇哦，对，就是蘑菇，等一下，就是蘑菇，不是什么。
Glyphs are carved into the rock. Coated with blood used to be. They mean something?
They're emblems, symbols of, well, what you would call tribes, dispersed throughout the world after the conjunction. My ancestors placed them here to remind us of where we came from.
笼养与放山人类的比较。
Seems your kind assembled a peculiar little library.
Indeed, though I personally did not lay a hand to it.
Cells. Who for?
Disgraceful. Excruciatingly so, this particular page from our history.
养谁？还要想
I'd rather
想
not summon the
这样
demons of the past if it's all right with you.
哎呦，更厉害！与地的生物的对话什么？啥？ 刚看到面具欸，1、2、3、4。哇靠，连面具也算了。就是缺一把银剑哦，可是怎么可能会有吸血鬼会做自己造会杀死自己的东西啊？夹手套靠腰，好像有点有趣耶，这个手套。没事，我好像应该先去买东西了，操你妈的！那个，里面那只嘞，发狂的那只。还在里面哦。
Charming place. But what are all those cages for? Mentioned one vampire being kept here.
Yes, well, you see, humanitarians is something my ancestors were not. They concluded Kagmar would best be punished if he were tormented with the scent of blood he could not taste.
Wow.
Thus, they also kept humans here. Humans whose blood they slowly let. Kagmar ranted and raged in pain as those humans slowly bled to death.
They treated them like livestock, live bait.
I'd like to be able to turn back time, deny it, but alas, I can do neither. Feel shame for my brethren. That is all I can do.
Don't take it so hard. Nothing you could have done about it. Let's get to work.
Well, that was awkward. Fine. I prepared the bait. Please be so kind and place it, ideally at the tunnel entrances. The scent will spread most effectively.
还是要保护。哦，对哦，他把他杀掉。
Place the bait at the tunnel entrances. Monsters will catch its scent more quickly.
When I think how these tunnels got here, sends shivers.
It was the natural order of things. The place reeked of death and it attracted necrophagers.
东西太多了，我读取一下我的发。狼心，对哦，干，我怎么放？进去啊，让我怕怕的。啊
！3 done, 1 left. Think this'll work?
I certainly hope so. With stench is so thick, I wager it carries clear to Novigrad.
Bait set. What now? Maybe we need a safe word. You know, something you'll say when you can't take it anymore.
And what would you do once I uttered it?
Don't know. Calm it down. Somehow.
Please, no. You won't be able to. You must forge through this, that is all.
You just smell the blood. Hanging in there.
It grows. I shall overcome.
Good. Hold on, I'll let you out. Need to hang on a little longer. Blood'll dry in a few hours. Scent won't bother me.
看朋友这样子不难过吗？
Get you out of here.
The concoction.
话说他是怎么把自己
You
的手
can't finish it
铐
in
上
this
的？
state. Tell me how. I'll help you.
没有 Garrett 帮他怎么把自己的双手铐上去的？
Any better?
Far from ideal. And some time must pass before I fully recover. But yes, a bit better, thank you.
他的脸感觉就像我喝过头了。
Never expected it to,
We need not discuss it.
but we do. Because if I'd known you were going to subject yourself to torture,
What would you have done?
found Deadloff some other way.
I did not wish you to use any other way. Did that occur to you?
No, because I thought no being would ever willingly subject itself to that kind of pain. You vampires aren't any different from us in that regard.
I told you. The pain is my way of paying my debt. The enormous debt I owe Detlef. If I had to do it again, I would in a heartbeat.
Resonance.
Are you certain you followed the formula? The proportions were exact, the brewing time precise. This is important, Geralt. The slightest deviation could cost even a witcher dearly.
Relax. Got some experience brewing potions.
你不是都在野外做吗？
Very well. In that case, let's begin.
Excuse me. I shall only take a moment.
You jumped the queue, sir.
But Count, sir, you must understand. I've a meeting. The Count...
Sir, you were next. Please, take a seat. This gentleman was here first. Step down or you shall regret it.
Ah, fails to realize he was your friend, Count.
没看到他的手。哦，他真的是好人哎。
It was then I ordered him to give up his seat and step off the stand. If only you'd seen his face. We got him good, didn't we, Detlef? And then Mother insisted we buy the mill. Curious, eh? But at least I've a yarn to spin for friends and associates.
Forgive me.
What?
真的会插一刀很长。他这里把桶干嘛？
Awake at last. You ride like a squirrel caught in a snare. I'd begun to fear they were death throes, that you'd departed.
Sure wasn't pleasant, but it worked.
What did you see?
Delacroix. His death did not come easy. Seems Detlef had made friends with him, still killed him, and chopped up his corpse. And he was overcome with fury, remorse, cut off the hand that had committed the murder.
Interesting. And entirely unlike the Detlef I know. See anything else?
Saw a moment. Delacroix did something
Why the uncertainty?
Nothing extraordinary about it. Normal, everyday situation, really. Visions were supposed to issue from strong emotions.
Clearly, the situation provoked such emotions in Dettlaff. Keep in mind, he did later murder Delacroix.
Killing someone who's grown dear to us, it's bound to elicit strong emotion. Vampires are no different in that regard. Did you see anything else?
所以它不一定是第一次见面的画面，只是个。
There was something. Showed up twice in the vision. A bootblack stand. Dettlaff first met Delacroix there. Went back after the murder, actually.
Peculiar.
Stand was somewhere in the port district. And the bootblack acted as if he knew Dettlaff.
What?
That would be even odder. Perhaps we should have a chat with the lad. Though I would expect no breakthroughs.
It's our only lead. I'll go talk to him. Coming with.
I shall join you later if it's no trouble. I don't yet feel strong enough to venture out.
That's fair. Rest up. Be back as soon as I learn anything.
好好休息吧。哇，900，还没多的。好了，他也好好休息，我也好好休息了。感谢各位今天收看，今天就看到这边啦。实况那个实况记录我都会放，我都会放在 YouTube， 连接在下面可以点。好的，可以好好的点那个可爱的小天使铃带。好啦，今天就看到这边，拜拜，晚安。